a complete application with front end and a back end. For back end, we have a Spring Boot based application which consists of various models. So the models that I have used are, first is the front end, back end, database, infrastructure, and project. And I have mapped project with one-to-many mapping to all the front end, back end, database, and the infrastructure databases, so that we can fetch the data easily. And this also reduces the redundancy of data. I have created the service for each and every project. For repository I have created, and one controller I have created for project. This project controller basically controls all the so this project controller basically controls all the CRUD operations. So let's see. It is working fine. I think there is some issue with the STS. So I'll close it again. I'll try to open it again. So let's see. Okay, now we have the project controller. Here we have the get mapping for getting all the project details. This is get mapping with a certain ID. Delete mapping is there, and the post mapping, so that I can post the data by using a API into the database. I'll show you the get all API. Page size I have set 10. Number is I'm starting from 0, so I'll send. This is a service hub, but the total number of results is 0 because as of now I have not inserted any element into the database using post request. So what I'll do is, since there was a lot of data, there was not a single data, so I have written a Python automated script so I can easily post the data to the database without repeating the process of creating post request. So this is the Python script, post request, and this is the JSON which I'll be using. This file I'll be using as a context, and this is the post request file that I'll be running. So I'll be running it using command prompt, that directly. So Python. So all the 151 entries from the Excel sheet have been converted into appropriate JSON, and they have been now posted into the database. Now I'll again create a get all request. Now you'll be able to see how the data is present, and the number of elements is 151. Total page is 16. Here we can see all these data is available. Now for front end, I have used React.js, so I'll show you that as well. So I'll try to run the server. Now the server will take a little bit of time. Start. Up until the time server is getting started, I can explain what is happening. So I have created majorly the app.js. This is the navbar, the route, single route is there. Project grid contains the major project grid. Then we have project grid, which has a child project using this API that is getting from the backend from this Spring Boot. I have used use effect, use state hooks, and I'm also using a third party infinite scroll to make this up.